Hello, namaste, my witchlings. Welcome back to my channel. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch, spreading kindness and love, living a magical life through yoga. Whoop. All right. All right. And we do not have a birthday today, so today we are lighting our candle for our queer friends and family to be a bright beacon of hope in these dark times for our community. It is Pride, and let us show our pride in ourselves for having the courage to be our genuine selves. Love is love, and love deserves to be celebrated. All right, my friends. And with the lighting of the candle, we close our circle, inviting our ancestors to join us here today. The ancestors. Okay. Whew. All right, guys. I think we're going to grab selenite today. All right, you guys. Welcome to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where we are reading the cards, taking care of ourselves, and having a whole lot of fun while we are at it. So, go grab your favorite crystal. I have selenite today. Light your favorite candle or incense for some aromatherapy. Cozy up with your cup of coffee or tea if that's your brew. Get ready to hear today's message. And don't forget to do the whole like, share, subscribe thing to get your daily dose of divination. All right. And ring that bell so you know when I'm online again. All right, my friends. Coffee time, because this witch needs coffee. All right, witchlings. I hate this part. I absolutely love doing this for you guys. I honestly think it is the best part of my day. But it is not cheap to run a business here, and right now my output is more than my income. If you guys feel so called to help Witchy Mama out, I would appreciate it if you could follow one of the links here and in my description box to buy me a coffee, donate to the GoFundMe, or if you want to just send the funds directly to me, that link and QR code is here as well. I have lost the space that I was recording our classes in for free, and well, my website, email, and other business things cost money. I am not going to treat anyone any differently if they choose to donate or if they do not. Please do not donate if you do not have the ability. Please do not put yourself at risk to help me. Okay, my guys. There we go. And now, let's keep going with a little bit of seriousness, and then we'll get into the fun. In the spirit of the late Congressman John Lewis, I am calling on my witchlings to make good trouble, necessary trouble, not with violence, but through peaceful action and unwavering commitment to justice. Let's honor his legacy by speaking truth to power, advocating for change, and challenging the systems that perpetuate inequality. To find local rallies and protests, check out organizations like Hands Off and Indivisible, and check out the website mobilize.us. That is where Hands Off and Indivisible organize their rallies from. Now, whether organizing, protesting, or engaging in difficult conversations, let's collectively spark progress and demand accountability for a more just and compassionate world. All right, my friends. Now, let's get to some of the more fun stuff. Let's talk holidays. All right, my friends. Today is Nystagmus Awareness Day. Take Your Dog to Work Day and World Refugee Day. Now, living with nystagmus means navigating a constantly moving world. On Nystagmus Awareness Day, can we please see and support those with involuntary eye movements? Empathy and understanding make a world of difference for our community. And let me tell you, it's really annoying when you're watching something or looking at something and all of a sudden your eyes just decide to go, hee, and then back to normal. It's one of the most frustrating things in my life. It is also Take Your Dog to Work Day. We had Take Your Cat to Work Day last week. Today it's Take Your Dog to Work Day. For me, with Sergeant, Luna, and the Took Monster always by my side, every day is Take Your Dog to Work Day. They are absolutely the best co-workers a witch could ask for. They really are. But they're not here today. I'm shocked. On World Refugee Day, we honor the strength and resilience of refugees worldwide. Every human being deserves safety, dignity, and compassion. Immigrants are welcome here. No human is illegal. Let's stand together, open our hearts, and advocate for human rights for all. All right. I'm going to take another drink. And then we'll get going. Dog holiday. I'm just... Okay, my friends. Let's get started with the cards, shall we? Okay, my friends. Our first oracle card is Changes Will Be Made. Followed by Someone Better. And finally, Pride Keeps Us Apart. It sounds like changes will be made, perhaps even a necessary upheaval. This shift will lead to someone better, a transformation within, or a new improved presence. However, the shadow lurking is that pride keeps us apart, hinting that ego or stubbornness could block this positive evolution and prevent connection. Release the grip of pride to embrace the growth and unity. Interesting. That's my take on the cards. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Haha. Now we have the tarot. First, we have the Nine of Cups. Your worries and fears are being blown out of proportion. Don't worry so much. Easier said than done. Temperance reversed. Impatience, impulsiveness, and overreaction, and the frustrations therein. Finally, Six of Swords reversed. Some impaired judgment and logic, and the definite potential to repeat some past mistakes. So, what do those cards mean altogether? Well, first of all, the Nine of Cups signifies fulfilled wishes and emotional satisfaction, a truly positive outcome. However, Temperance reversed warns of imbalance, conflict, or even a lack of moderation, suggesting that this happiness may be hard-won or easily disrupted. May be hard-won or easily disrupted by extremes. The Six of Swords reversed indicates resistance to moving on, being stuck in turbulent waters, or just a delayed departure from a difficult situation. Together, these cards suggest that Together, these cards suggest that the desired outcome, the Nine of Cups, is within reach, but an internal struggle with moderation, i.e. temperance reversed, and reluctance to fully escape your past troubles, the Six of Swords reversed, are holding you back. To truly manifest your desires, you must find balance and commit to leaving what no longer serves you behind. Don't let your inner turmoil keep you from your peace. Oof. Man, they're being a bit demanding today, huh? What do y'all think? Hey, Star Paws! Good to see ya. All right. Oh, and we have an Estevan, sorry. I can read and pronounce things. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of coffee, and then we're going to figure out what all 6 cards together are telling us today. If I can quit punching the microphone. All right. What do all 6 cards say? Well, from today's draw, it is rather clear that changes will be made, leading you toward becoming someone better. The Nine of Cups affirms that your heartfelt wishes are within reach, promising a period of contentment and satisfaction. However, the path is not without its challenges. Temperance reversed warns of imbalance, conflict, or a lack of moderation, suggesting that achieving this desired state requires careful handling of extremes. Furthermore, the warning that pride keeps us apart resonates deeply, as the Six of Swords reversed indicates a reluctance to move on from difficult situations or an inability to escape turbulent emotional waters. So, this reading powerfully suggests that while fulfillment and personal improvement are destined, overcoming internal imbalances and releasing the grip of pride are crucial steps. Do not let stubbornness or your past struggles prevent you from embracing the positive shifts and achieving the harmony you desire. It is time to choose balanced progress over stagnation. Oof, what do y'all think? I like it. Raven, I don't disagree. Yes, Star Paws, it is finally Friday. Are you melting over there, Star Paws? Because it is hot over there. I myself right now am fighting the jitters because I have most of my extended family coming to hang out with us today. And yeah, the only ones missing are my aunt and uncle and my uncle and aunt. My mom's older sister and her husband and her younger brother and his wife. So, nerve-wracking today. Okay. Yeah, the cards are being rather demanding. So, Namaste today. Today, Namaste says reflect and grow. Really? Isn't that just what the damn cards were telling us? Anyway, reflect and grow. Look in the mirror when you have a chance. This exercise will expose the things that are hard to swallow. When you see your reflection, try and bring to the surface the things that you need to improve on. Like that's going to be difficult. This can make you a little sad, but this is just the first part of the exercise. Take all the things that you need to improve and tell yourself that you are good at them. Tell yourself that you will try harder to get better at them. This will seem silly at first and maybe a little difficult, but if you are consistent with this exercise, you will look at the mirror one day and realize that you have improved. The things that you fell a little short on are now assets to your character. Reflect and grow. I swear to God, that's what the freaking cards are telling us today, too. I love it when everything has the same message. Self-compassion. Oh. Thank you to the new subscribers. You guys are the best. Anybody want to hear what self-compassion has to say today? Today's self-compassion is reflection, connection. Bring to mind a somewhat difficult person in your life. What are 3 things you might have in common with them as a human being? I eat, I sleep, I breathe. And I snore. But yeah, That might actually take a little bit of work for many of us because we are so used to villainizing the people in our lives that we have conflict with. And that is one of the reasons I really like this card, because we dehumanize them and we other them so that it makes it easier to, hate them. I don't like using that word, but that's often what it is. So asking yourself, what common ground do we share? To, make them more human and realize that we are probably a whole lot more alike than we are different. Oh, excuse me. And now let's see. We are far more alike than we are different. Now, who's today's goddess? Today's goddess is the mother of all eagles. She glides into our lives on the summer winds, offering us her gifts of freedom, perspective, and power. She encourages us to rise above our immediate circumstances, expand our vision, and see our lives from a higher vantage point. In many Native American traditions, the Eagle Mother is a figure of profound healing and comprehension. Her feathers used by shamans to channel sacred energy. She represents the moment we joyfully accept our personal power and take control of our own destiny, teaching us how to balance our spiritual and worldly lives. In honor of the Eagle Mother, you can create a powerful talisman to call in her attributes. Find a large new feather, not from an eagle, as collecting them is illegal here in the States, but a craft store feather will work perfectly. Wrap the quill end with a piece of cloth, crisscrossing it with a natural leather thong or a natural ribbon, and with each cross of the binding chant, blank, bound within, when released by wind, let the magic begin, filling in the blank with a quality you wish to manifest, such as healing, perspective, or power. Keep this feather on your altar or use it in rituals to waft your incense smoke, releasing its magic and your intentions on the moving air. I like it. All right, what do y'all think? Honestly, I'm beginning to think... Damn it, I just lost my train of thought. There it is. Train of thought completely derailed, but I managed to survive. Rescue a survivor. Today with Eagle Mother and with Mott having been part of being our goddess the other day, we've been talking about using feathers. And we have had many little incantations from some of the goddesses. I am going to create a blog tag on the blogs to keep track of all of the goddesses and their incantations. So go check that out. Give me like a day or two to get some of those up, because that sounds like fun. And today's Zen. All right. We have Antonio Machado and Thich Nhat Hanh to listen to today. Antonio Machado says, "Traveler, there is no path. The path is made by walking." And then Thich Nhat Hanh, one of my heroes. "Our true home is in the present moment. To live in the present moment is a miracle. The miracle is not to walk on water. The miracle is to walk on the green earth in the present moment." Thich Nhat Hanh was a very important figure in the mindfulness community. All right, you guys, let me show you today's Pride eyes. We did polysexual today, pink, green, and blue, and I blended a little more than I normally do, so it's not quite as obvious, but it was fun. I'm kind of going to be sad when Pride Month is over and I stop having, an excuse to have the really colorful makeup again. All right, my friends. Okay, Witchlings, it is time to wrap up for the day. So we extinguish our candle and open our circle, extending our gratitude to the ancestors who joined us here today. Boop. Okay, my loves. Okay, now let's get out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is so much darkness and hate in this world. Please, let's try to be a beacon of hope and light for those who have lost their way. Then go out and tell your loved ones, human, scaly, furry, and feathered, that you love them. You do not know how long you have with them, and I can tell you from experience that 2 a.m. phone call sucks. I am grateful to my witchlings who are still here with us at the end of this because, well, it's chaos. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. The algorithm has a thing for 7 words or more. So tell me your favorite crystal, your favorite scent, or just take Panic at the Disco's idea and run with it. Hey, look, I made it. Yay, it works. And then get out of the house today, touch some grass, have a wonderful, fantabulous day filled with magic and joy, and always, always, always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you genuinely do have a purpose in this life, even if you have not found it yet. I love you guys to bits, and I will see you all soon. Have a good one. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell. For a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes, consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithdyliden.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've gathered over the last 3 decades. Thursdays, tune into the Yoga Witch podcast for a fusion of yoga and witchcraft designed to inspire and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and inner connection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.